Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital YouTube channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribers button and give this video a thumbs up. In the park, Tracy spots Stella seated on Gregory's bench and decides to join her. "How was the memorial?" Stella inquires. Tracy reports that it was amazing, filled with many recollections, and they honored Gregory's legacy. Stella queries what he did for her. Tracy responds, "Hacked." Tracy longs to have known Gregory before his condition restricted him. She is aware that he would likely claim that it helped him discover talents he was unaware of, and that it would even inspire her to discover her own. Stella claims that Gregory made excellent use of his many strengths. She has also experienced feeling deceived. She is thinking about a loved one whom she lost many years ago, and lost today. She shares with her about Marcus, the love of her life, whom she gave up to support her sister in raising her children. The news that Marcus passed away today is causing her to reflect on all the things she never had. She expresses her gratitude to Tracy for listening to her. Blaze takes healthy snacks and tea to Kristina at her house for her and the baby. Kristina remembers wishing the baby was theirs, and she acknowledges that she occasionally daydreams about it too. When Kristina mentions that she would like a larger space, Blaze envisions them purchasing a large home with enough rooms for her brother Eloy's future visits. They keep letting the concept get away from them. According to Kristina, Blaze's mother is a great-grandmother, so maybe becoming a grandmother will calm her down. She observed them instructing their children in music. If music wasn't something the kids wanted, Blaze wouldn't want to force them into it. According to Kristina, they let their child to expose their identity to them. Although it's fun to dream about the future, she suggests that this may not be the best moment to do so. Molly is knocking on the door because she has to let something out. Molly was unaware that Blaze was present, and Blaze tells her to go check her emails. She is told to stay by Molly, who also adds that she got into a blowout argument with TJ. Couples fight all the time, according to Blaze. Molly asserts, "Not us," and Kristina concurs. Prior to this past year, Molly claims they had never argued. Kristina believes it is as a result of her acting as their stand-in. When they sit down, Molly tells Blaze that she and TJ had been together since high school, and that maybe because they were so focused on their jobs, they didn't deal with many of the issues and arguments that real-life couples deal with. Everything is suddenly exploding up in their faces. Molly claims that whilst she and TJ used to always agree, they no longer do. He seems to be saying one thing and then changing his mind to imply he was only following her lead. She wishes TJ would express his desires without delaying them for months. That will be all right, Molly assures herself. Kristina inquires as to if TJ feels guilty for not buying her. Molly remains silent, and Kristina believed they had resolved this issue months prior. Molly concurred. Blaze queries what the problem is. Kristina claims that TJ believes she is a flake and that he only consented to her serving as the surrogate because Molly requested it. "TJ wouldn't trust me to take care of a cactus, let alone this baby," Kristina remarks. Molly claims that the surrogacy has exposed an underlying problem. She and TJ need to address their lack of communication recently. Molly apologizes for disturbing them this afternoon, but feels she should return to her work. She offers Kristina a hug and says she thinks she and TJ will be all right. Blaze remarks that she has never seen her sister act like that before as Molly leaves. Neither has Kristina. Kristina wonders what would happen if they break up and are unable to get over this. If that occurs, she questions what her responsibilities and rights will be. She understands that she must solve this. Adrian at the Invader celebrates the paper's increasing circulation figures by bringing champagne to Alexis's workplace. Alexis claims to be an alcoholic in recovery, and he has set this publication up for confrontation with the mayor. Adrian is cautioned by her not to face Laura Collins head-to-head. Adrian queries who is fighting for justice in Port Charles, a politician like Laura Collins or the Invader. Diane shows up and requests a response to that query. When she asks Alexis if this information regarding Laura is trustworthy, He responds, almost. Diane says she'd like to know more, having been on the receiving end of the hook herself. Alexis advises Adrian to go because she only has transcripts of the court proceedings, which is all the proof Adrian has. Diane queries Laura's motivation for wanting them, the nature of the official-looking file on her desk, and where she obtained it. These are the transcripts that Alexis claims Laura gave her, and she asked her to review them. So it's true. Laura is angling for Heather's release, and you are helping her, snaps angrily at Diane. There was never a medical evaluation of Heather, according to Alexis, who claims all she did was go through the court documents. She also claims that there is fresh evidence suggesting that Heather's cobalt poisoning drove her insane. According to Alexis, there are precedents in place for reopening Heather's case. Diane promises to find a fight for each person she encounters. There is one problem. This is a precedent you set, remarks Alexis. Diane asks her to name it even though she has no idea what she is talking about. The state of New York versus Robert Frank, aka Franco, replies Alexis. Diane seems surprised. According to Alexis, Franco's tumor rendered him incapable of taking responsibility for his own conduct. The same could be said about his mother. She done her duty, Alexis claims, and if Heather is released, then she is not passing judgment on her. Diane is aware that she only has herself to blame if her would-be murderer escapes unpunished. Diane queries what she should do. Alexis advises her to remain silent and hope that Franco's mother isn't released since someone might discover her defense. Alexis Baum-Guiech. Laura believes Trina is in her office to discuss the piece published in The Invader. She claims they made a mistake and is not seeking Heather's release. Because Trina knows her well and is aware of Spencer's admiration for her, she is curious about her plans. Laura acknowledges that she's feeling a lot of pressure at this point. Trina claims that on behalf of every victim, she seeks clarification. She is aware of the metalysis already. Laura claims that the invader misrepresented her actions and that all she did was request court documents. Trina queries if Laura would have preferred for Heather to be freed if her illness had been taken into consideration during her trial. All that's left, according to Laura, are what-ifs. Such what if this disease had been discovered and treated sooner, would the crimes not have occurred? However, according to Trina, they did occur, and 5 people died. Kevin is the one knocking on the door. He believes he arrived in time to cause trouble, but Laura claims that she and Trina were occupied conversing. Trina claims that's not required, but considering her future essay in The Invader, he believes it is. Kevin claims that Trina will comment on Laura's attempt to release Heather in a promo for The Invader. Trina is adamant that she never conducted this interview. When the paper sought out, she turned them down. Before Trina leaves, she asks Kevin if he believes that Heather's transformation into a killer was brought on by the metallosis. Although her mother pushed for Trina's removal of the metallosis when it was discovered, he claims it's a complex case. As a result, Trina's mother is now feeling guilty. Though she makes the decision to go, Trina vows she won't be doing any interviews. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.